هذا الشيطان.
A loud explosion shattered the night in Saudi Arabia's capital on Monday as thick black smoke rose above the US Embassy in Riyadh, which is the latest American diplomatic mission to come under attack amid escalating tensions in the Middle East. Witnesses told Reuters they saw plumes of dark smoke billowing over Riyadh's diplomatic quarter, which is a heavily secured area that houses foreign embassies. Shortly after, Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Defense confirmed that 2 drones had targeted the US Embassy compound. The attack caused what officials described as a limited fire and minor material damage to the building. While the damage was contained, the symbolism was unmistakable. The strike marks another flashpoint in a rapidly widening regional confrontation that erupted after US and Israeli forces launched coordinated attacks on several cities inside Iran on Saturday. Those strikes reportedly killed 555 people. In response, Iran unleashed a barrage of missiles and drones across the Gulf region, targeting both land and maritime assets. American diplomatic outposts have increasingly found themselves in the crosshairs. Following the Riyadh incident, the US Embassy in Saudi Arabia issued a shelter-in-place notification covering Jeddah, Riyadh, and Dhahran. It also warned that it is limiting non-essential travel to any military installations in the region. Saudi Arabia was not alone. On Monday, US embassies in Kuwait and Jordan were also struck. In Amman, the capital of Jordan, embassy staff were temporarily evacuated. US Embassy in Jordan said in a security alert, out of an abundance of caution, all personnel at the US Embassy have temporarily departed the embassy compound due to a threat. Meanwhile, unrest continued elsewhere in the region. In Iraq, dozens of protesters clashed for a second consecutive day with security forces near the US Embassy in Baghdad. Demonstrators protesting the US-Israeli attacks in Iran hurled stones at security personnel who responded with tear gas. Authorities said that on Sunday, demonstrators fired 5 rounds, wounding security personnel after angry protesters attempted to storm Baghdad's fortified Green Zone, which is a highly protected district that hosts multiple embassies and key Iraqi government buildings. The diplomatic crisis traces back to Saturday's US-Israeli military operation inside Iran, which targeted multiple cities and resulted in 555 fatalities. Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in the strikes, which is a development that triggered widespread mourning and protests across several countries. Iran's retaliatory campaign has now extended across the Gulf, with attacks targeting both land-based facilities and maritime interests, rising fears of further escalation.